So as I said, I would say that this is one of the projects. I mean, there is a lot about finances, and there is, for me, there is two things. One is to make a film, another one is to sell the film. I mean, the powder is not really cleaning everything they say in commercial, but when we are preparing our directors for the pitching, like we are trying to read through all the catalogs who would be there and how to really create and who to direct to. There is kind of universal story, but still not all the commissioning editors are there, and there is obvious, there is very obvious hierarchy among them, and it's very important. Mikael knows it very well. It's very important who is running the pitching forum, for example, because if you give the word to someone who doesn't like your project or you don't know anything about it, then you can destroy everything what really happened to him, and it happened. To several of my friends, because the moderator was not good at all. I mean, it started with someone bad, and so you probably also know, like Nick Fraser was always like king of the guy who is running BBC Storyville, for example, and everybody was always saying to him and looking at him as a god. And the guy is like British, very cynical in a way. If he didn't like the project, he got the word first. I mean, nobody dared to say something good about the projects, and after that, it happened to be, after two years when they made the film, I mean, it happened to be that the films were good. But, I mean, nobody wanted to say anything against Nick Fraser, because he's Nick Fraser. So it's happening, many small things are happening during the process, and it can be very easily destroyed by many things, anyway. So about my experience, so we had, you will see the trailer later, so we have a film called Gangster of Love. It's premiered 2 years ago. It traveled quite a lot, and it's Croatian, German, Romanian co-production. And we've been lucky, but we also passed like 7 different pitchings. We've been in Thessaloniki, in Lisbon, in Zagreb, Eurodoc, I don't know, ITFA as well, Jihlava. And basically nobody wanted the project. They said it's very local. So the story is about the matchmaker from Croatia, from something we called Croatian Jesus Land. It's very like remote city, hill. I would say like people that they behave different than us in Zagreb. I mean, it is a bit arrogant to say, but I mean, we are aware of these differences in Croatia as well. Anyway, there is a matchmaker. He has a huge club, and he married already 280 couples. But everybody said no. I mean, this is a very local story. So after all these pitchings, we were already exhausted. We made the film on our own money. And luckily, after like 7 pitching in Jihlava, where we showed something like 8 minutes of material, and it happened to be comedy, that comes to another stereotype about the Balkans. When it happened to be like comedy travesty about the Balkans, then they said, okay, we want the film. So we got Arte on board, then we got Romanian Cence, then we got some others, because in the first version of the film we had also Romanian character. It happened not to be in the final version of the film. But I want to say that we played with the stereotypes, and when we caught someone after like 2 years of pitching, then we got some money, we got some finances. It could happen that it didn't work in this respect.